The town of Scituate was first settled in 1627 and was incorporated in 1636. It was primarily a fishing village on the Massachusetts South Shore, 25 miles from Boston. It has a great harbor with solid granite breakwaters. Scituate has a very typical New England downtown with various shops and eating establishments. Its harbor is crammed full of pleasure and fishing boats. My purpose in coming to Scituate today is to learn more about its famous lighthouse. The U.S. Congress voted in 1810 to build a lighthouse on this spot and appropriated $4,000 for its implementation. The structure was completed in 1811, 2 months ahead of schedule. The federal government used the lighthouse sporadically for the next 100 years, but in 1917 the town of Scituate bought it for $4,000, the same amount it had been built for. The first lighthouse keeper was Simeon Bates, who occupied the adjoining 1.5-story keeper's house with his wife and 9 children. Today, it's a private home. By 1827, mariners complained that the tower was too low to be seen out to sea, so a 15-foot addition and a more modern light were added. The most interesting tale about this lighthouse is the story of Simeon Bates' 2 daughters, Rebecca and Abigail. It was 1814. The War of 1812 had been raging for 2 years, and British warships regularly pillaged and stole supplies from the New England towns along the coast. Scituate had already been looted 3 times in June and July, when the British stole provisions, boats, and burned some fishing vessels. British ships would enter the harbor, fill their longboats with Royal Marines, and invade the town. The residents formed a local militia, but by September they had withdrawn into town away from the lighthouse. Then it happened. A British man-of-war entered the harbor and began to bring their longboats ashore. Rebecca, aged 21, and Abigail, aged 15, were alone in the lighthouse with their mother and little brother. Rebecca sent her brother into town for help, but there was no way the militia could arrive on time. The 2 girls at first panicked and didn't know what to do, but Rebecca remembered a fife and drum left behind in the cellar by the militia. And so the girls hid behind some bushes and started playing Yankee Doodle. The British thought that the entire militia was at the shore and hightailed it back to their ship. Thus was born the American Army of 2.